Let's turn to this story now. Former ANC President Thabo Mbeki spent the day with ANC leaders in KwaZulu-Natal on what the party calls a political school on renewal. It forms part of the party's program of renewal and rebuilding after the organization recorded a major decline in votes in the May 2024 general elections. Now, for the latest on this story, let's take you back to Durban. That's where our Mthembu is. Phila, good to have you this afternoon. The ANC members in KwaZulu-Natal spent the whole day in what they call is the first class of political school on renewal. Present there is the former president of the party, Thabo Mbeki, who commended those leaders there, jokingly saying, well, at least they only sang one song, but much of the discussions was inundated with critical points that they've raised. What did you hear?
So, Thabo, most parts of this engagement, unfortunately, we were locked outside, but when we were given an opportunity to actually be inside to listen to exactly what the former president has got to say, he did obviously mention that it is quite a disappointment that the voter support last year during those elections was actually something which should have been a wake-up call for the party, saying that it is a clear indication that the people are in fact fed up with the ANC and that there have to be, solutions and ways that will be implemented to ensure that they regain the public trust, but also essentially touching on a very important aspect as well, saying that it has now gotten to a point that the integrity of the party as well as its values have now been compromised, and now they have been compromised by the people who have joined the party, not necessarily to uplift its integrity, but for their own personal gain, and saying that this is essentially something that they're also going to be looking into, but showing satisfaction as far as the turnout from that delegation that came through to participate in this engagement, as most of it was essentially a private session, but we do understand that it's going to be more meetings really to find ways and how they may go on about implementing the action that is needed. He did say, although he did not divulge much on it, saying that there have been, challenges which have been identified and are going to be key areas that they're going to be focusing on in terms of ensuring that they regain that public support. But we also did hear from the ANC earlier on saying that although it does take accountability for, the loss of the voter support, but they also feel as if there are forces which are in fact sabotaging or out there to destroy the party. But it also brings now into question really, how far does the party's accountability actually go when you look at the issues which have been in fact raised by South Africans, well, especially those who had been supporting the party but have decided to stop voting for it last year. So it's all now going back to the drawing board, and also, really calling out the members that have been implicated in corruption, saying that this is something the ANC is now no longer in a position to be tolerating, as already we did hear previously from the ANC national spokesperson saying that she feels as if the party, especially here in KwaZulu-Natal, is not in a position to be withstanding the challenges that it essentially faces. Thabo.
That's our Mthembu there. Phila, I appreciate your intervention this afternoon there in Durban, where the ANC had gathered for that political class.